Hello. All right. Now, a lot of things have changed since the last time I did anything. Are you gonna pick up Ori? There we go. Look at that. All right. So how's everybody doing? And controller fell asleep while I was waiting. Of course it did. All right. So I bought this game the day it came out because I love the hell out of the first game, and I love the hell out of this game. I played through it. Took me over 20 hours to beat it the first time, which definitely wasn't necessary. But I had a lot of fun looking around and dying trying to find secrets. Or to sell in the house, yeah. I kind of expected I would have been that way, but actually not. I haven't been told to not go to work yet. So there's that. If I had, I'd be streaming probably all the time. Anyway, we're going to start a new one. I'm going to go hard mode and see if I can get my ass kicked. I think I ended up with about 200 deaths on my first playthrough of this game. Now, I've changed a bunch of settings, so if the audio has issues or if the levels aren't right, let me know and I can make adjustments. Also, if the frame rate seems off, let me know about that and I'll see what I can do about that too. That's how the first game began as well. Shall always remember the day. So in order to play Star Ocean on PS4, do you have to buy it again? Named her Ku. Yeah, the day this came out was, I think, what was it? It was the 11th. It was a Wednesday, I remember, because my nephews usually come over on Wednesday, and we each picked up the game, and they played the previous one with me as well. So we each picked up and played for, I think, about an hour and a half each. They came over, we did that, we watched AEW Dynamite, and that was pretty much the extent of their time here. We just played way too much video games and watched too much wrestling. Yeah, the graphics for this are fantastic. I just love the art style. Okay, so you have to buy Star Ocean over again. Yeah, I really wish they would let you port, your old, previous console titles. If you own them physically, then you really should be able to port them up to the next console if they're offering it. But anyway. Look at that, it's so cute. Got the cave paintings. I always thought I might be able to sneak up here, but it doesn't look like you can. I think the reason they don't let you play like the previous games is because in order to do them, I think they would have to emulate them just because of the whole practices involved in creating those older consoles in the first place. But I could be wrong. That's just my guess. Who doesn't eat fruit? Who's going for them bugs? I'm getting flashbacks to Lion King. Look at them big grubs. This game is adorable. The next Let's Play was originally going to be Final Fantasy VII New Threat mod. It Considering all that's going on right now, I really haven't had the motivation to work on it. Like, it was going to be a blind Let's Play, and I've got everything set up. I've upgraded to Windows 10 to actually get around to starting it. But something else might come up that I might want to do instead. And like I said, I just really haven't had the motivation to really make things right now with everything. You know, I haven't had time off work. So it's weird. What I do is basically our company is the go-between between the manufacturers of furniture and like the companies that sell them. So, you know, your Lazy Boys or whatever sell the furniture. We bring them from the manufacturer to the storefronts. And so I would consider that a non-essential service, but up here in British Columbia and Canada, they haven't initiated anything like that yet. So I hadn't heard that about the PS5. I heard it did backwards compatibility with PS4 and PS4 Pro. I could be wrong. That's just what I had heard. Unable to fly with that broken wing. The answer lay in the past. You've played the previous game, you'll have a pretty good idea of what's about to happen. Like I said, I played this game once already, so I know the basics, but I'm going to explore additionally this time as well, just because I'm sure I probably missed something. I got a lot of the achievements, though. We got the feather. We can now glide by holding trigger. Well, there you go. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, am I back? Let me know in chat if I'm back. So that was a fun crash. Oh. Load game. All right, well that was fun. I have had a few interesting crashes with this game so far. One, I had everything white screened early on when I was playing. It was weird. I've never had a crash like that where I couldn't recover out of it, and I had to hold down the power button in order to reboot. other than that, I've had a couple of minor crashes that didn't really hurt me all that much. One of the changes they made to this game is autosave, so I didn't lose much of any progress any of the times it crashed, so that's a good thing. All right. Oh, stop doing that. Okay. We are back. And that has killed all the progress that we had on that. The bad thing to crashing where it did is there's no way... Well, I can press that and skip the whole prologue, but that's the whole basis of the story, and it wouldn't really make any sense. Anyway, let's start this all over again here. Alright. So yeah, if you've played the previous game, you know all the characters we've seen so far. If you haven't, then something I would recommend that you play. I have streamed the Definitive Edition on the channel before, and I've also done a full Let's Play of the original game. If anyone's interested in that. It's a Metroidvania platforming game, similar to the previous one, and games like... it's kind of a different strategy. It's kind of more like closer to like a Super Metroid than it is something like Celeste or a Meat Boy. I've heard comparisons made between the sequel here, Will of the Wisps, and Hollow Knight, which I haven't played. But, yeah, anyway. We'll try this again. God, the art style is so cute. Alright. This time, let's not crash the game randomly. No. Afraid to fly. The first game did this too. Like, it's a different story and all, but it was so adorable. This art style really lends to it quite well. Yeah, definitely a Lion King moment, though. Are the audio levels still good? Seems kind of loud in my headphones at the moment. You're a bird, you gotta fly. Alright, options. Turn down a little bit more. Hopefully that's better. Sounds a little better to me, too. Of course, then it goes to a silent part of the game anyway. Always seems to do that. Anytime you adjust the volume on anything, it always goes to a spot where the audio level would have already been different at that point anyway. makes it impossible to compare. All right, we'll comfort Ku once again. All right. Get the feather one more time. Oh. There we go. Not exactly sure what else those were supposed to be. Might have been a couple of keystones, and I'm not sure what the circular thing was. Would have been cool to have like weird little Easter eggs from the first game. Speaking of Easter eggs, there was a couple of nice Easter eggs to Mario and Zelda, and even Meat Boy in the first game. In this game, there's a lot more like motion in the backgrounds and in the the world that you interact with, because I can't speak. And so I didn't actually notice any Easter eggs, but I'm sure I've missed some. I'm sure they put something else in here. Don't wake people up when they're sleeping. That's just rude. Hey. The bird can fly. Oh, you made a makeshift solution, and all of a sudden, the bird can hold Ori? Hey, look at that. Together on new wings. Yeah, once you get to this point, you got the bird there. Oh, yeah, haven't gone that far yet. Where is it? Like here? You can double jump up, but you can't wall jump anymore. So I can't get back up over there if I wanted to. Oh! Oh crap. There we go. Yeah, going back and because I just finished playing the game a couple of days ago. So going back and seeing what they do here at the start of the game, it's pretty cool. They basically show off little bits from all of the areas in the previous game. Just giving you a little bit of a taste of, what the last game gave you. Shows you a little bit of each of the environments and some of the pieces in the world. Yeah, the way both of the Ori games start off are very well executed, and they very much drag you into the characters right off the bat. It's one of the many things this game does quite well. Oh, am I dropping frames? No, I'm not dropping frames. Oh, lost the feather. No. Well, it may not be an RPG, but you played the previous game, or you can survive falls of very, very high heights. This game does a great job with its backgrounds of just showing a lot of animation. And I love that. Like the sound of Ori's voice is fantastic. It easily matches the little tiny creature that you see. And here we have our game. We get life orbs to restore our life. We have a new feature. We don't do our own saving anymore. The game auto saves for us, though we can save if we want to. Can't fight anything yet. Oop. I missed. Try that again. Yeah, I fell for that the first time. Oop, that was close. The Luma Pools. Hey. In the previous game, they gave us full life cells. Now we get fragments. Well, can't do anything over there. Not yet, anyway. And there's obviously an item down there, but the water looks a little purplish for my tastes. I can get that one though. Something up there. You notice in the background there's some additional lights there. Whoa, fall down. Well, that's not good. Well, there's the thing. More experience. Looks like someone might live there. Hey, come back here. Not that I needed it, but... Hey, little cat things. Hey, I got an attack now. Cool. And you get spirit light orbs, which are basically your experience points in this game. And we need to get little MacGuffins to put in there in order to move forward. There we go. More breakable environments and other things that you can do in this game that you couldn't do in the previous game. Not a Moki. I'm guessing those are the cat creatures. The original game, we were in a forest called Nibel. Now we're in an area called Niwen. Or Niwen. A wanderer. The spirit gate that we saw there before. Need 2 keystones. He's got 1. But he couldn't get the other one. So we now have quests, and if you go in here, you can see on the map there, it'll show you where you're supposed to go for your quests. Some more spirit light. Beat up some more enemies. Oop, I don't think you need to be up here. And we got an energy orb there. I did that entirely to get that extra little bit of experience that I probably didn't need. But that's fine. Hey, more experience. Hey, hello. Oh, that's death. Hard mode. Try that again. Now, there's an achievement for beating this game without dying. Ouch. As you can tell, I'm never getting that. First real enemy I fought. It's already kicked my ass twice. Hey. So used to playing this game with more abilities. No! There we go. I'm not exactly sure what even killed it there. I didn't think I hit it until after. Oh well. Can I go up there and get that healing? Nope. That's fine. I've already gotten this, right? Yeah, it's not there. Okay. Here's a nice use of the environment. You go through the water, and you lose your torch. We no longer have a way of attacking anything. So yeah, I can't attack this guy anymore, and I can't make it up there on the right. So we're gonna have to go, or on the left. So we'll just go this way, since we don't really have any more choice. Yeah, this blue moss is a new mechanic to this game. There was something... I knew that was going to happen. I thought he was going to move. There was a similar mechanic for a short amount of time, but we didn't really get to play around with it a lot. This time, it's there for a little bit longer. You got the keystone. Heard of your word, huh? Well, we can now make our way through. Yeah, they put a whole kind of like a quest tree into this game, which is somewhat interesting. We can't get that down there yet. Oh, shit. They've added an animation to putting keystones in the doors to prevent you from duping them as you were able to before. That water looks clean. That looks familiar in there. Hey, come back here. Not that I need it, but... Oh, shit. I am way too small for this. Run away! Jesus Christ! I've already played this game and it still scares the crap out of me. No! We have our first little boss. Ow. Whew, crap. And I'm dead. Oh, crap. Gotta do it again. Yeah, when you're not as... Ow. Not as prepared for this, he gets even closer. And he's like on your ass the whole way. It's very frightening when you're playing this game for the first time. Hey. Go away. Leave me alone. Hey. My ass is getting destroyed. This is why I played normal mode my first time around. This is why I don't play hard mode on my first playthrough, because I get destroyed. Shouldn't go for that first hit. There's a little bit of a mechanic here to doing this if you do it properly. You hit them a couple of times, you run away, and you can usually... Crap. Please hit him. And he catches on fire. Whew. They did indeed. Somehow I've already lost my fire from that, and I'm almost dead, which probably doesn't help. But at least the game was nice enough to auto-save after you finish off the little boss there. I like the ambience, how they cut out the music. Howl's Den. Each of these areas has one of these tree things that I've been able to destroy before, but I can't anymore. Can't do anything over here. I think I'll get this. These might be familiar if you've played an Ori game before. Usually they lead to power-ups, not passing out. It's the first time you're watching this game? Have you played the game for yourself yet? I'd highly recommend it. The two Ori games together are some of my favorite games that have come out in the last 5 years. So I think the original came out in 2015. The tree remembered, it knowed. Shared its memory with you. And we get Spirit Edge. In the original game, you had one basic attack. This time around, they've given you a much more complicated and complex combat system, which if you prefer combat, you'll like, but it still keeps the a lot of the fun platforming that we had before, and it's just as smooth and fluid as ever. So we start off with a badass sword. And the great thing is you can bind your attacks to X, Y, and B. So you have 3 different attack buttons. In the previous game, X was your main attack button, while A was jump. So I'm just going to stick with using my main weapon on X, just like it was before. Yeah, there's no level ups in this game. There was level ups in the previous game, though. Oh, that's... I missed a button. I missed a button press. Hey, stop that. Ow! I missed a swing. I didn't expect to die this much on hard mode. I know that the enemies do like twice the amount of damage or something like that, but still didn't think I'd die this much. One of the cool things... Come back here, I need that experience. Wait for you to do that this time. One of the great things about... give me that. I want all the experience. The great things about using your attack here is it allows you to... Ow! No! Really? Game, don't do this to me. Is the it allows you to kind of hover in the air and move without falling all the way down, which is pretty cool. You can also change the direction of your attacks by hitting it down or hitting it up. I'm not going to take it to get that one piece of experience. Now, please, stop playing bad. Ooh. Now, there we go. I don't remember him using that red claw attack the first playthrough I had of this game. Alright, and the abilities we have that we used to learn on a skill tree, we now have shards. I've heard this is a reference or like something that they used in Hollow Knight as well. So, I don't know. You can equip multiple, up to 3 shards right now. You get the ability to equip more later. And then all of these down here are different skills that you'll learn throughout the game. Now all the experience nodes float toward me instead of me having to go after them myself, which is nice. I am doing quite well. How's it going with you, Evan? Great and Mossy, the Guardian of the Marsh. Quolock. I have not played Dragon's Dogma. Can't remember. Is that one of those Dark Souls kind of games where it's just like supposed to be really difficult? Is any game that's supposed to be really difficult is far too much for me, because Ori's not supposed to be hard and I still struggle with Ori, so. All right. There we go. See, what we can do here is use that to hover ourselves kind of over towards something that we wouldn't normally be able to get to. And I don't have either of those yet. Where am I supposed to go again? Oh, I think I'm supposed to go back up first. Am I supposed to go up? Can I get up right now? No, I can't. All right, I'm going this way. I knew that. Hey, look, it's another one of these guys. Lots of destroyable environments around here, which is really cool. Gives you lots of fun creativity. What you can interact with. Oop. It's a rock. Push the rock. There are a lot of similarities between the two games, the first Ori and this one. I don't know if the map's identical, but it definitely shares a number of very similar vibes to, like, certain spots reminded me of certain spots from the original game. All the colors have changed, the areas changed, the creatures have all changed. There's lots of different creatures that they didn't have the last time we were playing the game. Uh-oh. Ouch. That hurt. There we go. Better villain. That's a tough one. Shriek is, I would say, the more intimidating of the two. And here we get double jump. Love how you get double jump really early in both of these games. Alright, so we got Sticky, which is an ability we got super late in the original Ori. Allows us to stick to walls without having to wall jump, which is an ability we got instantly this time around instead of having to actually learn it. So yeah, I'd say Shriek is probably more intimidating. I think they built up Kuro a little more, and Kuro has a more lasting impact on the story as a whole. just due to, you know, the Ku the Owlet, who is in this game. Oh yeah, like there's for sure. Kuro is a terribly intimidating villain as well. I just think with the change in the die please, in the kind of the look of the villains between games is enough to. Oh yeah, it's the spirit wall. That's all that is. Is enough to. I don't know, just add that extra bit of intimidation factor. And I think the fights, or you know, in the previous game there wasn't really boss fights. Instead of boss fights, you had more escape sequences. Here they work the escape sequences into the boss fights, but you actually get boss fights. And well, Shriek is freaking hard. So maybe that's part of it. I've recently just finished the game, so. Spoiler free. It's sad. It's hard to give a spoiler free backstory of a character because kind of by nature the backstory is part of, you know, the what would be a spoiler, right? Yeah, I don't think I can say too much about it without really spoiling it. Oh yeah, I missed that. I'm smart. Wouldn't be the first time I missed something. All right, let's go get it. There we go. I didn't forget anything. Ow! That hurt. Oh, let's try this again. Come on. There we go. Alright, so the rock moves to block the laser, and then we can get the keystone. I would expect them to eventually release this on Switch. I wouldn't expect it right away. It is a micro, like Moon Studios, who makes the game, is owned by is owned by Microsoft, so that's why it's getting an Xbox and a PC release. Bye bye. And which way am I going? I'm going up now, aren't I? Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing now. Oops. That would be spikes. I do not want to run into spikes because those hurt. I haven't played Hollow Knight, so I can't recommend, if you like that, to play this. Though, from what I've heard from other people who have played Hollow Knight, they seem to see a lot of similarities in Hollow Knight and in this game. And I would recommend you play the first Ori in the Blind Forest before you play this game, just for the story and to get used to kind of how the mechanics work. But, like, that would be my recommendation. Destructible walls! Do I go up first? I can't remember. To be honest, I hadn't played a Metroidvania game probably at all, or at least not in a long time. Prior to playing Ori and the Blind Forest a few years back, I'll go over here first. I had, and they're back. Let's not take damage. I can't remember why. I was probably on Steam just looking for something to play, and I happened to see the game come up on recommended for me, and I played it, and I loved the crap out of it. In fact, it's one of those few times where I actually did watch the trailer, and the music of that trailer alone sold me on the game before I even played it. I saw that coming. Oh, please. Thank you. This guy's got a couple of attacks. And when he does die, he goes boom. He killed me a couple of times in my first playthrough because of that boom. Yeah, this is a nice little final attack there. There we go. I don't think there was anything here, right? No. Now we can go back up here. Yay, health. Hey. And I thought the other one was dead. Oh well. Monster Boy I've never played. Other than Ori, the only kind of platformers, like semi-recent platformers that I've played are Celeste, which kicks my ass, and also Super Meat Boy, which also kicked my ass. I haven't played Meat Boy in a couple of years now. I didn't get very far. Celeste I tried to play. I got real frustrated while trying to progress in that game, though. Because I'm bad. And already got that. Hello. Mope the Brave. You want a trophy? The Howler. That was the giant wolf that kicked the crap out of me a few times. Maybe it dropped something. Thing is, when I played this the first time, I was, yeah, to the east. And then I went over here looking for it. Because apparently I don't know east from west. But, yeah, east is to the right. Yeah, once you get double... Ooh, bump on the mic. Once you get double jump, it's a lot easier to take care of those guys. So that was what we were supposed to get. Symphony of the Night was PlayStation 64? I can't remember which console it was on. The only Castlevania game I've ever finished is Super Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo. It was the only one that I owned as a kid, so it was the only one I ever got around to. And I found that game really hard. Of course, a lot of Super Nintendo games were. Oh, it was PS1? I should have played it. I don't know why I didn't. But it's a game that has been on a list of older games that I would like to play. Like Super Metroid was on that list for a long time until I finished it, like 4, 5, 6 months ago, whenever it was. And we get a nice little reward for doing that. We get Gorlek ore, which is something we'll use a little bit later. Yeah, for whatever reason, Castlevania games, although I only played one growing up, I find watching speedruns of them to be a lot of fun. So, like at like GDQ events, I will watch a lot of the Castlevania runs, even though I don't know the the main game by itself. I enjoy the gameplay enough to just enjoy the run, even if I don't know how impressive some of the tricks are. Just watching the movement in those games is always a lot of fun. Alright, so we got another ability, Regenerate. I'm going to put this on B because that was the save function before, and the save function gave you the ability to heal before. So I'm just kind of used to that button placement, so that's kind of how I've got those set up. Salt and Sanctuary I haven't heard of. I just finished watching season 3 of the I couldn't get that yet. Of the Castlevania anime, which is a lot of fun. For anyone who has seen that, no spoilers, but episode 9 was one of the most interesting and weird episodes of any anime or not anime, depending on how you want to look at it, that I think I've ever seen. It was just such a weird way of kind of writing an episode, and just how it was directed. It was just really, really weird. I very much appreciated it, but look at the sunset. It's adorable. Now, there was nobody in here before, but if we come back here now, he's a map maker. Half off your map that's a little soggy. What's better at finding things than a map? And our Spirit Light, we can buy maps as well as other things. The sun is really bright. This game actually, at least on PC, I don't know about on Xbox, but it has HDR support. So, hey, look at that. We've explored about half of what we have available to us right now. A lot of these areas we can't get into. We need a different ability to go here. We need a different ability over here. I think we need a different ability here too, though. We'll go check that out. But yeah, this game looks even better on HDR. I haven't set it for the stream. I don't know if that comes through over stream. I don't think it would change it because it's all about your own display, right? So I don't think that would be a something that would really do anything. At least not on your guys' end. It would probably look better for me, but I'm not going to fiddle with it. No, I'm playing on PC. I do not own an Xbox console. I have, in fact, never owned an Xbox console. All right, let's do this here. that. This moss is awesome. Such a cool idea. I haven't really been going over these. Let's just show them real quick here. Magnet, I kind of talked about a little bit. Sticky, stick to walls. This is reckless. It increases damage dealt and damage taken. Since I'm already taking additional damage because it's on hard mode, this helps me more than anything else. This one here is take less damage, and both of these two are upgradable later on. Yeah, the art style for both the Ori games is really well done. Here, the detail is just massively higher than it was before. There's a renewed focus on combat that we didn't have the first time around. They've changed some of the commands around a little bit to accommodate having more button usage for different types of attacks. But yeah, you can see just all the movement in the foreground, considering it's, you know, like a 2.5D side-scrolling kind of game, please. There we go. And yeah, so I can't get that yet. Ouchie. He does lots of damage. I think there might have been one thing that I could do. Oh no, I already got that one thing. I can't do anything else over here. We already got the one thing that we could get here. So yeah, I'm just going to head back. But yeah, anytime you see that little circle, half circle thing over on the left-hand side of the screen, just like there, that's the autosave feature doing its magic. There was a lot. The first game was definitely shorter. I think it took me 8 hours on my first playthrough, 6 hours, something like that. And this one, it took me 23. But on both of those initial playthroughs, I was going out of my way to take my time and look around. And how much spirit light do I have? The first game was more focused on the platforming. Here they bring over that same focus and then just level like a different attacking system over top of it. And there are I think there are like 12 different abilities, base abilities that you can get in this game, and I think 75% of them are attacks. I wouldn't say the first game lacks content, but it's not like a AAA, you know, 40-hour title or anything like that. It's a shorter game. So yeah, on another point I was talking about before, I'd say Kuro is more intimidating, like the kind of that sense of fear. Shriek is more frightening, kind of more of a visceral kind of reaction to it, just because of the way Shriek looks. You look harmless. We should fix that. You're a weapon master. And he's also basically Rafiki. You can offer a deal on your first purchase only. I'm going to say no for now. There's a spirit shrine nearby. I could have bought an ability here, but what happens is you only save on your first ability purchased. And I want to get something that's really expensive early if I can. Now over here, we'll find a thing that we can't do anything with. Just remember that it's there for later. And hello, secret. I love how many secrets there are in this game. Like, there's just like little spots all over the place that you can use to interact with. Okay, let's not fall in the death pool. That would be preferable. All right, so we got that. I don't think I'm supposed to be down here yet, from what I recall. But yeah, just like look at all the creativity involved. Ow. That's death. Try this again. Please. Hey. Go away. Don't follow me. I don't have that yet. All right, we got this yet. I need... Can I do this yet? Can't remember if I can do this yet. There's healing. Healing's good. Oh, crap. Run away. Come on down. You can do it. Alright, now I don't have two of them going after me, and now I can actually attack you. Alright, you blow up over there. Thank you. This gets us on the other side of that top portion in an area I haven't even shown off yet. And I can't get up there yet. Let's go get this first. Go. That's a good question. Lavos doesn't do anything as a villain. Ow. You gotta be careful with these guys. Because, yeah, if you get hit by them, they do lots of damage. What this is it's a battle gauntlet, and you will like your reward for successfully defeating it. Okay, I survived. Alright, I'm gonna shut up for a moment so that I don't die. Okay, I don't need to heal. Now this guy, when he lands, he's fire. Please, no! I knew that was going to happen. I swung the wrong way. Oh, jeez. Now, Lavos is more intimidating as a villain. Goddamn flies. Go away. Stop dive bombing me. There's little fruit flies in my room. I don't know why. More intimidating, and he's actually posing a threat. Magus, on the other hand, isn't really posing a threat to Chrono and crew. Instead, what Magus ends up doing is being a threat to the Kingdom of Guardia in 600 AD. And that's kind of more of what he's doing there. So, in a sense, there we go. There we go. Shard slot upgrade. So we can now equip more things. If we press the button, we now have access to 4 of these. So I can add a defense on. So yeah, I'd say the better villain, who's not a character, because Magus eventually gets character, and Lavos, other than being a giant parasite, doesn't really get a whole lot of... I can go the other way. Yeah, I can go the other way. That's bad. I guess I can go over here too. I didn't go over here. But yeah, Magus gets actual character afterward, which makes him far more interesting. There we go. There we go. Got it. But yeah, I'd say Lavos is a better villain because there's nothing redeeming about him. And he's just an overwhelming evil presence that you need to deal with. I can't get that. Actually, I could have gotten that yet if I had gotten a different ability. Hey, get off there. Alright. So we're going to go and take this path because it's faster to get out. Okay, you do that. Ouch! Oh, that was close. Okay, almost dead like 6 times. Go away. Okay, we're alive. That was frightening. Albedo as one of the best of all time. If we just include the first game, I would say yes. But since they try and redeem him in the third game, he kind of loses points for me there. Yeah, my nephew's got a kick out of this. If you go to the very top of the pole, Ori just sits there and balances on one hand because Ori is amazingly talented. I would be hard pressed to put a best villain of all time. I haven't really thought about it all that much. Albedo from the first Xenosaga is most certainly on the list. He's just a fantastic, evil SOB, and you want to do nothing but see him get what's coming to him. But he's so well performed and so maniacal that you can kind of get behind him at parts too. Ow, that hurt. I started spinning too long. Yeah, if you hold the directional button here, you can give yourself access to a little more movement to boost yourself up. Evil. You can double jump to get up there if you want, but it doesn't matter because we're going to get an ability that's going to make that easier anyway. I never played the Tales of Fantasia games on what were those on Super Nintendo? I think they ported them to PlayStation as well, if I remember correctly. I never got around to playing them. I picked up the ROMs for them a couple of times. I was like, hey, this looks like Star Ocean. And that's about as far as I got in them. Oh, they got it on GBA too? Cool. I'm not a big portable gamer. I don't like to play a lot of handhelds. I have neck and back problems, so I find that sitting in those prone positions isn't really the best for my neck and my back. It's the same reason why I don't read for prolonged periods of time, even though I like to read, is just because it ends up being more painful than it's worth, even though I often enjoy the act of sitting there and reading. Yeah, the Xenosaga series as a whole is just absolutely fantastic. The amount of character development, the amount of backstory they give everyone is just all over the map. It's so great. It's one of my favorite, probably is my favorite series, like the trilogy of games. You know, I'd say Shadow Hearts would be up there as well. I've only played the first two of them, but you and your legends about someone getting gaze. Looks like he's got empty eye sockets. No, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yes, I am. Golbez was frickin' Darth Vader. He was fantastic. I love Final Fantasy IV for that. I find, unpopular opinion here, I'm sure, but I find that Kefka is kind of an overrated villain. He gets a lot of praise and, oops, ow, don't die, please. I find he gets a little more praise than I think he deserves as a villain. He's a crazy clown, yes, that's cool, but he also disappears for the second half of the game. If they had continued up with and done more with him in the second half of the game, other than basically, you know, the final area and then the Tower of Fanatics, then I think it would have been a little more interesting. Xenosaga 3 was most certainly rushed. The original plan for that series was 6 games, and after the second game didn't sell very well, probably a lot to do with the combat system not being very well received. They decided that they weren't going to fund the game long enough, and instead of peekaboo, everyone finds this one by accident. There's no way that anyone finds this on purpose. But yeah, Xenosaga is fantastic in so many ways. Please don't kill me. But yeah, it was definitely rushed. Well, there's that. Oh, really? I'm all the way down here. Oop. Try that again. Yeah, like... Ouch. Yeah, Xenosaga as a series is fantastic. It definitely has its fair share of problems, though. I talked about a lot of those when I did my Let's Plays for the game. But that story, to me, is more interesting than a lot of other RPG stories, especially ones that span across multiple games. It's just so complicated and complex, and there's so much to it. Almost fell down. Yeah, the when you use the bow, the spirit bow that we just got, spirit arc, I think they call it, you kind of hover and go down slowly, so it gives you a chance to hit spots that you might need to, which is very nice. I love how just like landing on stuff moves whole little areas around in this game. The whole world just feels lived in. Like you have so much impact on all the different things, not only from a story perspective, but from a gameplay perspective. You know, you walk past something and it moves. Just everything just works. I don't have enough yet. That's no fun. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, this definitely killed me my first time. I will go back and talk to that guy in a moment here. I need some spirit light first. So I'm just going to do a little more combat here as I explore the next few parts of this area, so that I can get enough spirit light in order to take advantage of his deal. Now, I think the shopkeepers are kind of joined in a way, and I think you can get, like, your deal only acts on one of them, at least kind of the way I understood it. Because when my nephew was playing through it, he didn't get one of them, and I think that's because he bought a skill early at the first one instead of upgrading a skill at the second guy there, which I just skipped talking to. You tried to race the ghosts once, but you're not so fast, huh? Xenosaga 2 was one of the most difficult games for me to play. I sucked at it so terribly bad. The first time I played it, it nearly, like, it stalled me a lot on playing the game because I wasn't particularly interested in the combat. I don't like battles that take 10 and 15 minutes for normal battles, and just everything just took forever. But that's one of the games that I've changed my tune on a lot since making a Let's Play, and I was able to find a way of making the combat a lot more tolerable, and it's something that if I, when I play the game eventually again, I will be using the notes that I have from the Let's Play in order to enjoy the combat a lot more, as opposed to struggling with it. But as you know, it's definitely flawed in a serious way, because in order to really enjoy the game, you basically need to use a guide. There's almost no other way around it. Yeah, the combat system is way too confusing. Alright, here, it's kind of tricky, but we fall down, get on here, try and not get hit. A Xenogears remake would be fantastic. I don't think that'll ever happen for various reasons. Aside from all the devs not working for Square anymore and Square owning that IP. But I think it's too... I'm dumb. I'm trying to use abilities I don't have yet. Please. I didn't get the heal off in time. I was hoping I would. I tried. It didn't work. The way the combat worked in Xenosaga 2 didn't... That's bad. Didn't grow on me until I made the Let's Play and did all the research. For whatever reason, I just... Damn it! I just didn't enjoy how they put the combat together, and I like fast combat. Ow. Would you please stop doing that? Go away. Stop it. You keep killing me. Alright, so here, that raises up that guy. You can use the bow as a weapon too if you want. But the bow does use up energy, so kind of be aware of that. And here, this one caught me up a little bit the first time I did it. I wasn't exactly sure if this would work properly because you go and do this and it stops, and I kind of thought it might work this way, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, it does extend all the way down to get the block here to put it on top of the thing, which is cool. It's a nice little puzzle. Yeah, I like the combat in Xenosaga 1 as well. I'd say it's probably my favorite. It's not the best. I don't think it's objectively the best, but it's probably my favorite just because, I don't know, probably nostalgia more than anything else. Yeah. Please. What does that one do anyway? Oh, I didn't need that one. That's fine. Okay. So we're going to shoot that guy. Shoot that guy. And there we go. Yeah, the combat in 1 was both simple and complicated because you would have to pretty much train individual moves if you wanted to use them, and trying to use like every single type of attack in the game was probably not gonna work out the way you wanted it to. There we go. Hey, look, there's another one. The combat in 3 was interesting because they kind of changed it and made it simpler, yet after how much I was able to improve and make the combat work for me in Xenosaga 2 during the Let's Play. Ow! Ow! Xenosaga... Yeah, you keep backing up into Death Trap. You're smart. And I'm trying to do things too early. Take that. Nope. Video game. I didn't get my second jump. Try that again. Excuse me? Ow! That was not an effective way of fighting. I think 3 almost had the most amount, like, kind of felt the most grindy. Because there was ways of bypassing most of the grind required for Xenosaga 2, and you get a couple of abilities and all of a sudden you're absolutely able to just destroy everything. It just takes time. But in 3, I'd say it's 3's probably got the most balanced battle system. It's not the easiest, and it's not... Go down, please. Please, I'm holding down. Oh, I can't do that here. Why? That's weird. There we go. Yeah, 3 was the most balanced. And it definitely wasn't the easiest. It was simple to use, but it could be complicated to use as well. Am I supposed to go down there yet? I think I am. Hey, look, a breakable wall. Hey, look, an energy cell. I tried to go down, it didn't work. Whoa! Well, that's death. Jesus Christ, guys, give me a break here. No! Didn't want to fall in that. There's an achievement for not falling in any poisoned water. And I'm not going to get that. Would you? Well, there's that. Alright, I'm dead. Video game, stop killing me so fast. Please? Alright. Now don't die. Autosave there, but it doesn't matter because when you load up an autosave, they respawn the enemies. I think I'm gonna go right ski first. Surprised that didn't damage me. Right this. I missed. That was close. Damn it. There we go. That opened the door over on my left. You're not supposed to do this yet. Nope, that's not the way to do that. Yeah, infinite lives in a game like this, if you didn't have that, you'd be kind of boned. Alright. Okay, I didn't do that right. Was not prepared. Nope. I did not want to jump over. You're supposed to have a different skill here. You're definitely not supposed to do this yet. And I don't even know why I'm... Did I hit it? You get an achievement for doing that in the previous game. You got death for that. Try this again. I just saw someone do this the other day, so I kind of wanted to see if I could do it too. Successful. Thing is, it gives you an ability that I don't even use, quick shot. It allows you to shoot the bow faster, and I don't tend to use the bow for damage, so that's not really anything I go for. But I wanted to show that you could at least do it. So here... Nope. The thing is, when I saw the guy do this on a stream, I was like, oh, did you just soft lock yourself? But no, you definitely can get back. It's actually easier than getting over. Eh. Okay, come back here. I was facing the wrong way. I don't know why I do that. If you try and attack them by holding up, but you would just end up taking a bunch of damage because it just doesn't work very well when you're trying to do that. Please. Please die. Hi. Domain of Quolok, Guardian of the Marsh. Things have hardly changed around here since the decay came. I think they called a lot of the damage blind or something like that in the previous game. Here, they're calling it the decay. It's basically the same thing. It's corrupt. No, they called it corruption. Yeah, there's where we're supposed to go. There's our current destination. So yeah, we've explored pretty much none of that. And I want to kill you and get a little bit of health back, hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. I have no idea what the weather is currently doing outside my place. My room is relatively well insulated, so I don't hear a lot of what goes on outside unless I have my window open, which I don't right now. It's actually relatively late over here, so I didn't want to have the window open and make any noise that would pester anybody. Oh, no, that's gonna die. I don't know why I'm specifically... Ow. Excuse me. No. Please, video game. Shoot the thing I'm trying to shoot. Thank you. There we go. I don't know why I'm specifically going out of my way to get that, because I know that I'm going to get an ability that's going to make it easier in a minute anyway, so I'm just dumb. Ouch. Please. Saw that coming. Wasn't much I could have done on that one. Hi. Hello. Okay, we're gonna go up here. I'm starting to attract too many enemies. Too many enemies. There we go. So yeah, in order to actually get up there, I needed to use my attack to kind of glide myself a little further over, because you're not supposed to be able to do that until you get... well, I can't even do that yet, so let's not. I gotta go get this first. Oh, before we do this, we're gonna get our ass kicked. That was my last autosave? Okay, that's fine. Let's fix this here. So you jump over... No! You jump over... Really? Video game, let me explain things. I'm bad. When you're used to playing with different abilities and all of a sudden you don't have those abilities, it makes it difficult to do things. So yeah, you have to bonk him into the wall. Because if you bonk him into the... Really? I jumped. I call bullshit, I jumped. Okay. Yeah, you gotta bonk him into the wall, and then you can beat the crap out of him. Not enough to... Ow! Would you please? No! I did it again. Thought I moved far enough to make him bonk the wall again. And this is why I'll never be a speedrunner, because I suck too much at the games I like. Alright, come over here. Come over there. Would you seriously stop? Because you can only hit him from behind because his helmet or whatever is like super strong or whatever. So here opens the door forward. I'm talking too much. I'm forgetting to drink water. We can activate it, but we can't do anything with it yet. We will be able to do something with it in a moment here. Hi. And that will give me the amount of spirit light I need in order to do the next thing, or buy the thing that I wanted to buy. We got a new ability, Dash. We had this in the previous game, but only in the definitive edition. So we can now dash along the ground there. And I'm just going to pop open the menu. We're going to do this circle here, and then we'll... where was that other one? Oh, right, that's where that was. Go away, please. You're kind of hurting me there. Ow, that hurt. Really? Alright. So we wait. There it is. Much better. Gotta heal again. Take way too much damage. I pressed the wrong button. I'm dumb. Alright. Yeah, we can use dash in order to get further over than we could before. Ow. I didn't jump far enough. Over here. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I went down way too far. Please. Please stand on top of it. There we go. Adventure series. Cool. Adventures in Legend of Dragoon. That sounds like a lot of fun. You enjoy that. Have a good night. We will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, look, a secret. Alright, so we looped our way back through. I'm gonna do some healing. Now we can activate this. And they give us an idea of what we can do. Actually, I guess I should have activated this before because I started the other side, but... I didn't need that anyway. Ouchie. I'm gonna stay over here because you do lots of damage and I don't need that. Climb our way back up here. He killed himself. Yeah, if you're wondering how you were supposed to get up here, you're supposed to do this, and then you can get up here if you wanted to. But we already did that. Well, that was bad. And now I gotta deal with these guys again. Now, please, go away. Saw that coming. I ran out of jumps. Alright, now stop trying to kill me while I'm trying to do things. You were right in my way there. There we go. This time, don't die. There we go. Much better. And he goes bye-bye. Yay, more life. Now these guys. Spirit Trial. It'll show you a path, and it's a race. The first time you race it, you're racing against a preset whatever. Subsequent times, you can race other players who have done this. And, yeah, not so great when it comes to that. Really? I missed. You can skip the intro, which is nice, and it's not too much of a delay. I'm bad. Definitely bad. But I did it. For doing that, you get 1,000 spirit light, which is huge and will give me enough to buy the things that I need to do. If you go up to here again, you'll see where you rank with some of the other players, or whoever else got the same scores or whatever. So that's cool. You can race against a bunch of other people. I'll kill this guy one more time. He gives me a bunch of experience that I did not want to land on that. I didn't die. Kind of surprising. Ow. Would have been karma if I died there. Almost happened. I already went over. Oh yeah. Forgot to go down here. Hey! Thought you were dead. Healing. There we go. More spirit light. Want to get as much of it as I can for the purchases that I want to make. Let's go grab that because I'm almost out. There we go. Not that I really needed that at the moment, but hey, I pressed the button earlier. You're not helping. And that opens the doorway. First thing we get to is a save. And that's probably a pretty good time to shut her down, I think. I'm just going to go back here real quick and we're going to spend all that money that we saved up. Hello. Well, Ori does fall quite often. Some prowl, some slither. And here, you can... Oh, they didn't give it to you the first time. I wanted to get triple jump right away. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to go back to... You know what? I don't think I will. I'll just hold off and... I guess on hard mode, they don't give you the first time I talked to him in my normal run, he cut the price in half the first time I was here. And yeah, these prices are also higher than they are normally. This is 2,200 in normal, and I think it's 1,100 in easy. But yeah, you can upgrade certain abilities. Some of the ones we have, you can't upgrade abilities you don't have, obviously. You can buy new abilities. This is misleading, that you gain an energy cell and a life cell. You have to equip these on this screen in order to get them, so they're not really worthwhile using at any point, really. But anyway, we're gonna save up our points, I guess, until we can... until we get enough, anyway, to be able to afford that. So I guess we'll save here. I think there's a cutscene right here, if I remember. It's not that far off. Sure, we'll go a little bit further here today. Oh. Oh, crap. Hello. You are a very big beetle, and I want nothing to do with you. Go away. Mommy! That was scary. So yeah, this guy, pretty basic strategy. You can only hit him from behind, just like his smaller brothers there. He'll jump, and then you'll get a chance to attack him. Use dash to run through. He has one more attack that he hasn't shown off yet, which is a full-on charge, which he's setting up for now. He'll always jump there, and then you'll get lots of time to attack him here. That was dumb. I went the wrong way. So yeah, just go to the end, and you'll be fine every time there. When he does the normal jumps, he will basically just do the King K. Rool tactics from the first Donkey Kong Country. There we go. Defeated. Those guys are skittish, man. But with that, I can now continue going forward. Oh, not far enough. He needs to break that so I can continue through. Please. Oh, it looks like I can break that, but I can't. Well, I can't do that yet. There we go. You can fall down there. Hey, look, we get another ability. If you've played the previous Ori game, you should recognize what this has to be, considering all the things floating around. It is indeed Bash. Unfortunately, they've rebound Bash to L1, or left button, I guess, on the on a 360 or an Xbox controller. And I need to not be bad. So it's kind of confusing because they had it bound to the Y button on the previous game. So there's a bunch of times where I'll go to do a bash and all of a sudden I will hit, you know, triangle and shoot something for no reason. You can also redirect projectiles with Bash. Bash is the most fun movement tech this game has to offer, and I absolutely adore it. Which is surprising considering it had been so long when I played this game since I had played a kind of a newer game that I was expecting to have to like press and watch and wait for the rotation to go clockwise or counterclockwise. So I would always take a lot longer to do bashes and not kind of have the idea in my head very well when I first played Ori and the Blind Forest. And so now that I played it a bunch more, you know, like playing even the first Ori a bunch more, I got kind of more used to it and got a lot better at it. And now it's some of my favorite movement tech in any kind of platforming game. I couldn't get that when I was there. Did I miss that? Could I not get that yet? Not that it matters, but... Sure, we'll go down here first. Hey, look, it's this guy. Ouchie. Ouchie! Wasn't much I could do on that one. I fell in a bad spot at a bad time. Healing! That's an interesting statue. Hey, look. My thing now splits into 3 short-range shots, dealing 50% damage each. Now, I never used this my first time, so let's we'll try and use it this time. I'll try and use some different abilities that I didn't use in my original playthrough. Some of that will be difficult because when I get another ability, I'm going to want to use it right away because it's fantastic. Where am I going again? I'm going up. Come here. Let me bash off you so I might get out of here. Oh yeah, in order to do this... There's other ways of doing that. You can redirect a shot over here and then bash off that if you so desire. Hello. Let me out. Now we can go up here. They've made bash a little less abusive in this game. In the original, you could basically just hold down the bash button if you wanted to, and you would just connect whenever the projectile got close enough to you. You're basically just, you know, rebounding off of a projectile. This time around, you can't exactly do that. There is also a bit of a kind of a downtime as well. Oh, that's bad. There's a bit of a downtime. You can't just spam it quite as fast as you used to be able to. At least in the first game. Well, this has been our goal for the last little while. To get over here. That's a giant frog. Well, thank you. Yeah, this is the extent of the voice acting we get in this game. It's similar to what we got in the previous game. There's just a lot more of it this time around. All in all, this game is a very good expansion on what we already got in Blind Forest. It's probably almost as good as a sequel can be. Oh. I find it hard to think of a more horrifying thing for a child to basically be in a mass grave of adults of your own kind. That's absolutely horrifying. The wellspring to the west. Okay, so I have a new plan. You would come with me. I have a feeling you would destroy the entire layout if you came with me. We had one of these little guys in the first game, too. Doesn't it sound like a little kid? From what I recall from the first game, I think like some of the voices were done by like the kids of the creators, because it was a relatively small studio that made the first game, and like they got bigger for this one, but still on the smaller side of things. But anyway, we got a new quest. We gotta go restart the water, and that will hopefully clean the waters. Bad water. Sad water. Mill sits quiet. The waters are still, so I guess they've gotten polluted. If you look down, it's all polluted. And I'm not going to bother to go down there because you can't really do anything there. I believe... I think those waters are poisoned too. I'm not 100% sure. We go down there later, but that's fine. Whatever. All right. You can bash off enemies too, which is fantastic. And I want to draw him over here, so I can use him to get that. Your ears are too floppy. You found a map. He's got enough maps. Give it to someone in the Wellspring Glades. So here we get our big fetch quest of the game. This one lasts pretty much the whole game, and it's give one item to somebody who gives you another item, who gives it to somebody else, and so on and so forth. This one, we need to find one for whom the drawing is destined for. So the Wellspring, which is over here. Most of them are pretty straightforward on who you're going to go for, but there are a few that eventually can be a bit of a pain. Here we get some ore there. So I think I probably could have gotten that one, but whatever. We can go back and get it later. Not a big deal. Shoot! Hey, who tore down my wall? There's a South Park reference in here somewhere. I actually just finished watching the latest season last week or something like that. South Park is fantastic. It's one of the few shows that has actually gotten progressively better the longer you oh, I can talk to him from down here. I did that in my first playthrough too. I tried to get up there. Hello. Made it to the glades. Rumors of an old library. Perhaps I'll see you there. Oh, I have just enough to go and talk to the other guy. So down here, bad water. So we won't do anything there. It's a treasure map. I'll give you a wanderer's pouch for it. Something tells me I'll be needing a bigger bag. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Not all that hard with that one. Old Gorlet Grom aims to make these glades even better. Start by cleaning the water. Hello. Home to a spirit once more. Building skills aren't what they used to be, huh? Provide refuge from the decay here. Glades are counting on you. But without ore, you can't do that. So the ore we've been finding all goes to him. If you give him ore, he will be able to fix things. He can remove thorns, and he can repair the spirit well, which gives us access to a save point in this area. And that's the most important one to do right now. We can go collect more of the those things by continuing and by going back to grab some couple that I think that we missed. I think we can get up to 4 by now. But anyway, yeah, you can take a look at them there. There's, I think there's only these 7 of them. There's a total of 30 of those pieces of ore, I think, you can get in the entire game. I think it's 30. Maybe it's 40. But anyway. But yeah, now that we have that, we can open up a map anywhere and find a spirit well we've been to. Hold down the button and you can actually warp there. Notice the thing over top of the A button there in the bottom. If you hold it down long enough, you can warp there, and then you can go and get, whatever it is you need. Like I can go get that one, and I think I can go get that one now that I have Bash. But that's not the important bit right now. The important bit is, after talking to this guy, family will be here, will like it here. No place like home. So yeah, this basically just sets up a quest, and if you open your map and you press the X button there, it'll show all the different side quests you have and what you're supposed to do with them. We have one for rebuilding the glades that'll be there pretty much all game long as we attempt to rebuild the glades. Hand to hand is our one where we're passing items along from person to person until the end of the game, basically. And this one is... It's weird. This one is also associated with rebuilding the glades, but it's only a partial one. Just enough to get enough safety around here and enough supplies so that this Moki's family can move in. This guy... But yeah, if we talk to this guy again, he's now in a different spot, but we can buy triple jump. So I saved up entirely for triple jump because triple jump is fantastic. New rumor. So yeah, there's lots of different rumors that'll tell us to work on things. Like this one here gave us access to the rumor here, which this one... Or, no, we don't have that rumor. Which other rumors do I have right now? Well, I have this one anyway. That's telling me to go over here. But anytime someone tells you something, it's usually information for a quest. But now... Oh, I haven't equipped it yet. That would be why it's not working. Let's take off that for now. And we'll put on triple jump. Hello. Glades were beautiful. Not like the gloomy marsh. That's why you're hiding in the shade. If I had a hat like the funny one over there, but I do not. So he wants a hat. He's part of that quest. Now here, we can't get through here yet. We actually need a different ability. And that will be what I'll be working on next. But as you can see, you now have triple jump. 1, 2. And if you talk to this guy... Real spirit. Yeah, this guy hides in there. I'm not exactly sure what he is. He's wearing a leaf on his head, but been watching my every move. And he'll show the records of you and all the different stats, you know, like how many energy cells you've found, spirit shards, how many of the upgrades you've got, total spirit light collected, spent, abilities discovered, distance swam, even though I was dead after doing that, distance traveled. I'm not sure what units they're in, but how many bashes you've done, dashes, all these other different things. Deaths by enemy, deaths by hazard. Yeah, I'm gonna die lots. It's just gonna happen. But anyway, yeah. Now here, we can actually get up here, but I can't get that because there are evil thorns in the way. Now, you remember that was one of the things he could fix, and so we'll be able to do that at some point. But with triple jump, we're able to bypass a lot of what otherwise would be different requirements to get up here and do some of the other things that normally you have to rebuild the glades in order to get. You can't always get all the things up here. Some of them are only available later, but we can at least get up here with triple jump, where without it we couldn't. We can get this. Bounty. This is probably the most important one in the game. At least as far as I'm concerned. Enemies have 70% more life and deal 70% more damage, but you get double spirit light, so you level up twice as fast. I had this on for my entire playthrough last time, and I basically got to the end of the game and I spent all of the money I had to get everything, and I think I had maybe 5,000 spirit shards left over, spirit light energy, whatever you want to call it, left over. So... and that's actually required for another skill later. So the more spirit energy, light, whatever you have, you actually get additional damage. In order to do that one, you need a combination of triple jump and, or at least double jump and dash, and sticky. You need sticky there. Nice bunch of that. Now this will probably confuse you here, but if I go down a little bit, it shows that there is indeed an energy cell right there, and there's a life cell right there. Neither of which I've been able to get because I actually do have to repair a bit of the area in order to get those abilities to, or in order to get them. We repair parts of the, what is it, the glades? Yeah, the glades, and then we're able to get additional things for later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to warp down here. We'll go collect a couple of things we missed. And then I think we'll call it a day. It's 11 o'clock here. Should probably go to bed at some point. Did I bash to go over here? I can't remember if this was something I could do with what I have, or if I needed a different ability. Oh no, this was bash. Okay. Now that we have bash, we can come over here. But yeah, without bash, you can't do much over here, and without cleaning the water, we can't go any further. Oh, don't do that. I never remember what is in the way. I'm not used to the map yet. But the music, once again, is fantastic. Ow. Saw that coming. I should have hit dash. I knew I should have hit dash, but I didn't because I'm not smart. See, if I had hit dash, I would have been fine. And what else? I can't do that stuff yet. That's fine. Okay. That was an interesting fight. Alright, so we're going to go down here. Okay, I guess we'll fight you first, since you're kind of in my way. We'll heal. Some more energy cells. And we're going to head down and we're going to get that, I think. Got to kill all the things, got to get all the experience along the way. Probably not supposed to get up here until I got a different ability, but that's fine. We can grab this. This took me a lot longer to figure out how to get in my first playthrough. But I'll take getting that earlier this time. There we go. Once you get better movement tech, it just allows for a lot more creativity in combat. Though right now I'm only using the basic sword. That will change shortly. My next purchase will be a different type of attack. You do get a lot of kind of movement tech early on in the game. Yeah, I could have gotten that a lot earlier, but oh well. I don't think we can do much over here right now. Yeah, you shoot things, and if you bounce them back, it's usually the best way to deal with. Yeah, you can also use it on his projectiles, though. His are a little harder to place. There is kind of an angle that the attacks take. So. Oh, I can do some of this already. Okay. Try that again. There we go. You're scary. I think I'm gonna go over here now. Ouchie. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. They're a key, huh? See, some are long, some are short. They're notes to a song. Open the gate to the Midnight Burrows, an area we're definitely not supposed to go to yet. Alright, so basically you see the stones in the background there? Got a tall one, a short one, two middle of the level ones, a tall one, a short one, a tall one. You look here, we have some of these things here. So what we do, tall one, short one, middle, middle, tall, short, tall. It took me, I think, about 3 different combinations to figure out what exactly they were going for. They said tones, and I was trying to listen for a tone and try and take the higher pitch ones and say those were the higher ones. And it sounded like, I think the middle one or something was a higher pitch. So that's, you know, I screwed up a couple of times trying to figure it out, but it's pretty basic. You just have to trial and error a couple of times. So yeah, now we have access to an area that I am definitely not supposed to go to. Over here, there's another tree over there. Took me to almost the end of the game to figure it out. Well, let's do it backwards. Oh, I missed. Okay, let's try that again. I missed. You do it backwards, it opens up this tree. Luckily, this wasn't a required ability that I missed out on. Instead of being an ability, this one's pretty cool. Just makes your life a little bit easier. All attacks deal 25% more damage. Yeah, getting that early, a lot better than getting it late. So yeah, we're not going to go down there. It's not something we're supposed to do yet. And I don't have the survivability or the ability to do it easily. So we're just going to avoid that for now. I wouldn't be able to finish it even if I did start it. I can't remember how far I'd be able to get, but that's fine. Now that we've done that, up here, we can actually do the thing over here. I keep finding more stuff that I can do now. We can open up this gate if we want to. But in order to do so, we have a little bit of an enemy gauntlet. Ow. Please. Or we could die, that works too. Let's try and not play bad here. Shouldn't have got that right at the start, but whatever. I pressed the button, video game. Okay. Ow. Try that healing again, because I need that. Please. Ow. They do a lot of damage. You're intended on doing this a lot later. And you have much better abilities, and if I was playing better, I wouldn't be taking so many hits. Using the environment to your advantage and other guys' attacks makes that a lot easier. But anyway, succeeded. And for doing that, we get spend life to cast spells when out of energy. Not the most useful ability, but we got it. So that's a thing. And I wanted to go get that. Can't do that yet. Might be able to get up there. I can't remember. So we're just going to warp back up here. Makes it a little faster. It's nice that they allow you to warp from anywhere. It's a lot nicer than having to go to the save point in order to warp, which is the system they had laid out before. And I'm still going the right way. No, I'm not. I gotta go down. Down. Pulling down. Thank you. Go. Not going all the way. One more jump. One more jump. Okay, let's... Oh, I went the wrong way. Come on. Come on. Big money. There we go. I didn't need to do that. I don't know why I did that. I guess we're going to go all the way over here and see if we can do that. That wasn't initially my plan, but... that was bad. Yeah, once you get dash, I think that's all you need in order to do this, and I forgot to do it earlier. There we go. And now we'll warp back over here, and we'll go grab that last stone. And then I think I need to go to bed. Game is very addicting and easy to get kind of distracted and play a lot longer than you intended. Ow. Ow. I'm going the wrong way. Again. I'm smart. You can go boom down there. Thing is, if they explode all the way down there, you don't get the experience for it. It's unfortunate. Down here. We haven't missed anything through here. Ow. But we might as well get the map completion. Down, please. Did I just be stupid and miss this? I thought I already got this. Oh no. I'm dumb, that's why. I was trying to kill him, I got killed trying to get that. There's one more. No, thank you. One more little thing we can do over here. Did it not say? I swear I got this, though, didn't I? Oh no, my bad. Yeah, we can't do this yet. We can't get up there yet. We need an ability that I do not have yet. We are not allowed to bash off of those quite yet. Okay, then we're just going to warp back here, save, and then I think we're going to call her a night. Oh. I don't know if you have to save, but it heals you anyway. So anyway, that's pretty much all I had, all the energy I got for today. Made some pretty good progress. I don't really have a schedule set for this right now, so I don't know when the next time I'll be streaming is. This is unfortunate. I'd rather be able to set up some kind of a schedule, but I never know what work has planned for me. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed the first few hours of Ori. We will definitely do more of this in the future. Anyway, have a good night, guys, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.